Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take you through a nice slow-paced yoga style stretch routine focusing on the breath to help calm the mind and the stretches to help relieve tension from the body and hopefully leave you feeling stress-free and relaxed. All you'll need for this routine is a mat, hopefully some peace and quiet, and an optional blanket or cushion just to prop your hips up on or to put under your head. So let's get started. To get started, come down to a seated position on your mat. You can either be seated cross-legged like this or sat on your heels in a kneeling position. You just want to make sure that you've got a nice straight spine, like someone's pulling you up, boostering at the top of your head and shoulders away from the ears. We're going to focus on some deep breathing first. So, if you feel comfortable, close your eyes or take your gaze in front and slightly down. Ignore my cat. I forgot she was here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Feel the lungs expand as the cold air comes in and the belly rise. And exhale, side out through the mouth as your belly drops, your rib cage deflates and your shoulders relax. Deep breath in from the nose, side out through the mouth. Try to keep your exhale as long as your inhale. Continue the breath in this way. Start to notice if you're gripping anywhere in your body, maybe frowning, clenching the jaw, your shoulders creeping up towards your ears. Gripping through the hands or the toes. Start to see if, as you exhale, you can just release and let go in these areas. So continue to take a deep inhale and sighing it out, letting everything relax as you exhale. Ignoring sounds around you if you can, all the animals. Inhale. Exhale. Noticing or just taking the time to focus on your breath can help calm both your mind and your body. I'm going to take 3 more breaths like this. Inhaling and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and the whole body expand and exhale. Everything releases. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Start to let your eyelids open or bring your gaze up. Oh look, a cat. We're going to start now doing side reaches. So kneeling or cross-legged. One hand to the side, I'm starting on my right. Inhale, left arm comes up, shoulders remain away from the ears. As you continue the exhale, fingertips reaching towards the right, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale once in this position, and exhale back to center. Take an inhale here, and exhale. Oh, other side. stretching the side body. You can look up to the ceiling or down to the ground. Just make sure you're not rounding forward here. Take an inhale in and exhale back to center. Inhale, exhale, mirroring the breath with the movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, really reaching to the side. Taking inhale, exhale to center. Let's do that once more on each side. Inhale and exhale. Reach the left fingertips over to the right, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here. Exhale to center. Take another inhale. And exhale. Right fingers towards the left. Inhale. Exhale to center. Next move, we're doing a seated spinal twist. So again, cross-legged or kneeling. You're going to take your right hand to your left knee. And I'll show you from the side. Nice straight spine. You're going to inhale here, down into the belly. Place your left hand behind your back, shoulders away from the ears. And as you inhale into the belly, exhale. No pushing or cranking, just gaze over that left shoulder for a spinal twist. Take one inhale here. And exhale slowly back to center, where we're going to swap. Left hand to right knee. Inhale into the belly. Right hand comes behind your back as you exhale. Shoulders away from the ears. Just gaze over that right shoulder. Don't crank or push into the position to avoid injury. Just let your breath relax you into the movement. Take another inhale here. And exhale back to center. Do that twice on each side again. Left hand, right knee. Inhale, down into the belly. Exhale. Gaze over that shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly release. Left hand to right knee now. Inhale. And exhale. Gaze over that shoulder. And then inhale. Exhale. Back to center. Let's do that once more each side. Right hand, left knee. Left hand comes behind your back, taking a deep inhale and exhale. You might even feel like you can twist it a little further now. Inhale. Whole body expands. Exhale. Slowly release. Relax. Other side. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Inhale into the belly. Exhale. Gaze over right shoulder. One more inhale. And exhale. Back to center. From here, we're going to come to all fours. conveniently with my cat here, we're going to do cat-cow. So, you want your wrists under your shoulders, knees hip width apart, and under your hips. Elbows, so elbow creases, the inside of your elbow, you kind of want to twist out. Spread your fingertips, push into all your fingers, especially between your index finger and thumb. Protect the wrists. And shoulders away from the ears, neutral spine. You can keep your toes under, tucked like this, or down, and sort of just bring a bit of awareness to the tops of your toes as you push in. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, shoulders can rotate back, gaze slightly up and forward. And then from the tailbone, so the bottom of your spine, exhale, curl it under, pull your abdominals in as you round like a Halloween cat. Chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, tailbone goes up. Exhale, cat pose. This is great for your spine. Pushing into the fingertips and the toes. Inhale. Exhale. Two more like that. Inhale. Shoulders really tug away from the ears. Exhale, round up, really arching that back. And release to neutral. From here, you can either come to child's pose with your heels, your glutes on your heels, reaching forward, shoulder width apart, hands are shoulder width apart, shoulders away from the ears. And you can rest your forehead on the ground or tuck your chin to your chest, breathing into the back. Or from all fours, walk your hands a little bit more forward, pressing into the fingertips, curl your toes under, and push back to downward dog, where your hips rise up, sort of creating like a V shape, an upside down V shape. Toes can point slightly in, keep your knees bent, pushing through the fingers as you spread them, elbow creases, rotate outwards, shoulders away from the ears, and you're pushing your chest towards your thighs. You can pedal your feet out here as we take 3 deep breaths, either in child pose or downward dog. One more breath in and out. Wherever you are, come back to all fours, so from child pose or downward dog. And I'm going to step 1 foot forward. You can always help carrying it forward. And the other, hip width apart. So we come into a forward fold, weight in the heels, hips pointing up, keeping a slight bend in the knees. Ignore your cat or your ponytail. And let your upper body completely relax here. Even with bent knees, if you can't bring your fingertips to the ground, grab your opposite elbow, sway side to side. Really think about keeping the weight in the heels. Stretching your lower back and your hamstrings. Taking some deep breaths here. Adjusting your leggings. Now, as you do another exhale, take a deeper bend in the knees. And inhale, slowly push through the heels. Roll up vertebra by vertebra. And reach your hands towards the sky. Palms together. Exhale. Palms in front of your chest. Going to do a quick sun salutation. I'm going going to do 2, just to help warm up the body, just so we can stretch a bit further without injury. So, I want you to inhale, arms up to the sky, exhale, hips back, dive down, bent knees into forward fold, releasing the upper body. Exhale, hands come to shins or top of the thighs. You want a straight spine again, like someone's pulling string through the top of your head, shoulders away from the ears, elbows in, nice flat back. Stretching out the spine. Then inhale back down, step back to a high plank, or just come straight to your knees as you float down. It's not all about you, cat. Feet hip width apart, palms come slightly in front of your shoulders, elbows in, chin tucked to chest. Pelvis is tilted forward. Push through your fingertips, shoulder blades squeeze together as you come up to a mini cobra. Inhale here, exhale, back down, pushing to all fours, and you'll either come back to that child's pose or push back to downward dog for 3 breaths. Child's pose, make sure you're reaching through your fingertips, shoulders away from the ears, chin tucked towards chest. Downward dog, push through your fingertips, elbow creases out, shoulders away from the ears. Keeping the bend in the legs. Take one more inhale here. Exhale. All meet in all fours, and then stepping back. Feet hip width apart to the forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Flat back. Inhale. Bent knees. Exhale. And inhale, rolling up through the spine. Reach into the sky. And then palms. Exhale back to your chest. Doing that once more. So inhale, exhale, dive down, forward fold, take an inhale here, and exhale, flat back, shoulders away from the ears, inhale back down, step back into a high plank, and either lower from here or come to your knees and lower. Tailbone tucked under, so pelvis tilted forward. Elbows in, palms spread, just in front of your shoulders, chin tucked to chest. Inhale, and then exhale, squeeze up back, push through the fingers, elbows still close in. Chin tucked to chest, mini cobra. Inhale, then exhale down. Pushing back through the fingers to all fours, coming to child's pose or downward dog. 3 breaths here. You can pedal your feet out in downward dog. Child's pose, really think about the inhale, inflating your back, and exhale, relax. One more inhale. Exhale. Come to all fours. From here, you're going to step the left foot forward. You can guide the left ankle if you like, keeping feet hip width apart. Tuck your right toes under, lift up the knee, and walk it back a little bit. From here, you have 2 options. You can stay here, coming to pyramid fingers, I call them, when you dome your fingers to give you a bit of a lift, or you can get some books to rest on. You want to make sure, if you come up, that your hips are square like this, a straight line you could draw from one to the other. So take your thumb, if you like, put it into your left hip crease, pulling it back so that the right hip comes forward. And then as you lean in to that front leg, you can either keep the back toes tucked under or release, pushing into the top of the toes. You can feel a really nice hip flexor stretch. So from here, you can either stay palms interlaced on that bent leg or hands on hips, ensuring you're tilting the pelvis forward to accentuate the stretch or to make sure your hips are square. Or if that's too much, keep framing your leg, just make sure you're dropping the right hip. Take one more breath here. Exhale, then slowly walk the left foot out to come back to all fours. Repeat on the other side, bringing the right foot forward, feet still hip width apart. Come up onto your toes and walk the left knee back so you can feel the stretch. Knee does not come over the toes of the front leg. From here, if you can, come up, adjust yourself by pulling the right hip in, tucking the tailbone under, so just tilting the pelvis forward, and then dropping in from here. Toes at the back, either tucked under or pushing to the top of the toes. Or from here, if you can't come up or don't feel confident enough, think again about pulling the right hip crease back and just dropping the left hip to feel a nice stretch in front of your hip. One more breath here. Walk the toes out to come back to all fours. From here, two options. We're either going to do thread the needle or modified version, which I'll show you first. Feet hip width apart, toes tucked under, sit glutes to heels to get a nice foot stretch here. And you're going to take your right arm across your chest, shoulder away from the ears, pulling it in whichever way is comfortable, forearm, and really think about lifting through the spine, tuck chin to the chest. And once you've got this, shoulder away from the ear, look over that right shoulder. That is the modified version. Good. Other version, come to all fours. You're going to inhale, right arm goes up, doesn't matter how high, gaze up, and then thread that hand under the left arm. Hope your cat, the stubborn cat, thread under, bring your head, your ear to the ground, making sure your feet are pushing into the ground. Hips up, knees under the hips. You can push, keep your left hand at right angle, pushing in to that hand to feel a nice upper back stretch. So that was just a demonstration. We're going to start, so either come to modified version or all fours, starting with the right arm. So thread the needle, you're going to inhale, open to the side, then exhale, thread the hand through that left arm. You can adjust, rest your head or your ear onto the ground, push into the tops of the toes. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, let everything release. Or click. Push into that left hand. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders away from the ears. One more. Inhale. And pushing through that left hand to unravel as you exhale. Taking it to the other side. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, thread the needle, or take the low impact version on the other side. Bring your head to the ground. Adjust that right hand, pushing into the right hand, pushing into the tops of the toes. Chin tucked towards the chest. Inhale, really think about your breath, filling the upper back. Exhale. Everything relax. Inhale again. Exhale. One more here. Inhale. Push into the right hand as you unravel and exhale. From here, you can either keep your feet hip width apart or bring your toes to touch, knees about width of the mat or a bit wider. We're going to come to our final pose where either child's pose with your feet hip width apart or toes touching and wider legs to help with the hips a bit more. Going to walk your fingertips out, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale and then exhale, chin to chest. You can always rest your forehead onto the mat. Taking some deep breaths here. Inhale. Everything expands, feel your upper back inflate. Exhale. Everything relaxes. Two more like that. Inhale. And let go as you exhale. Sinking into the pose. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. You can stay a little longer in this pose, taking some deep breaths just to stretch a bit more and relax the body and mind. Otherwise, push into your fingertips. Look forward. Walk your fingertips back. Nice and slow so you don't get a head rush. Come back to a seated position where you can do some more deep breathing if you like, or maybe some neck stretches. Either way, just take a little bit more time for you to relax. But you have now completed this routine. Hopefully the cat wasn't too distracting and you feel nice and relaxed, a little bit stress-free if possible. Please make sure you like the video, subscribe, share with friends and family, and if you have any feedback or requests, please leave it in the comments below. But for now, I'll let you relax and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye for now. Say bye, Smokey. Bye.